G'day guys, Dylan from the Beta Network here. Have you ever thought to yourself, gee, I wish I had a Hot Wheels version of Trackmania? Well, if you have, then you're in luck. So why don't you grab your Hot Wheels cars as we answer the question, should you play Hot Wheels Unleashed? Before we begin, if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell, because we publish more reviews like this every week. Thanks for the support. Hot Wheels Unleashed is relatively simple when it comes to the story, and by that I mean it doesn't have one. When you first open the game, you are put into a tutorial race to get you accustomed to the gameplay. Once completed, it takes you to the main menu where you have a few choices. Firstly, they have a shop, which is relatively bare except for buying a blind box to get a random car, or buying specific cars for a limited time, or with the game's virtual currency. Now, at this point in time, there is no option to buy virtual currency with real money. However, it's only one small step away. All I can do is hope that it doesn't end up being a Crash Team Racing nitro-fueled situation. There are a few intriguing features, like seeing your collection of Hot Wheels cars and their funny names, like Roller Toaster. Or how about the basement? Because they have a basement for some random reason. Seriously. What is the point of this? To show off your trophies? It just feels a little meaningless. You also have the Hot Wheels City Rumble, which is actually done rather well, for the most part. You first start on a map which instantly reminded me of my childhood. Then you are instructed to complete several types of races: quick races, time attacks, and boss races, all while finding secrets as well. This works relatively well for a while, but because the gameplay is relatively simplistic, there is not much in the way of variety. You also get to make your very own Hot Wheels car and track. It immediately becomes apparent that Hot Wheels Unleashed is very similar to another racing game, especially when it comes to the gameplay. The first two aspects that become apparent about the gameplay are 1, the gameplay looks incredible, and 2, the drifting is on point. The sad part is that there isn't a lot in the races. Everything Hot Wheels Unleashed does, in a gameplay sense, is fantastic. The boosts work great, refilling your boost with drifting, going off track to make the race harder. However, it doesn't take long for you to realise that all the tracks look eerily similar to Trackmania. I mean, the way the tracks change, the different speed pads, the way you can explore the map when you fall off the track. It's uncanny. Now don't get me wrong, I love Trackmania, especially with creating your own tracks. But am I the only person who remembers the old Hot Wheels games on the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2? There was a sense of craziness in those games that I never got in this title. Yes, everything in this title works great, fantastic in fact, but it really does feel like a Hot Wheels copy of Trackmania. Maybe I went in wanting too much from this title. I honestly don't know. But what I do know is that even if I didn't get everything I wanted, to say there are only 2 problems with the gameplay in getting stuck to the railing and being pushed around too easily by other cars is actually pretty good. The only other part of Hot Wheels Unleashed left to mention is the music, and it's rather catchy. Whether you're flicking through the menu, drifting around a corner, or modifying your basement, the catchy tunes just keep coming. Although, I have to say, the best moment is when you try to race past the spider, only to get caught in a web trap and for the music to suddenly end with a record scratch sound, only to continue playing once you're free of the web. So, should you play Hot Wheels Unleashed? Look, it's definitely worth a shot. Almost everything in Hot Wheels Unleashed works incredibly well, especially the drifting. The only problem is the lack of variety. Yes, the tracks differ, but playing race after race with not much change in scenery and having none of the craziness that we got in previous titles means it can become tedious very quickly. Although I'm sure people will enjoy this game, it's just not my cup of tea. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with our review? What is your opinion on Hot Wheels Unleashed? Did you enjoy the drifting? And if you haven't already, head over to our website, thebetanetwork.net, for more gaming news and reviews.